Well, let me pick it up from there, Bongi, where President Cyril Ramaphosa filing court papers at the Constitutional Court for a review application. Let's take you straight to our political editor, Mzwandile Mbeje. Mzwandile, good evening to you and welcome. Not altogether unexpected. We heard Vincent Magwenya, the presidential spokesperson, just a couple of days ago, saying that this is possibly the route that the president is going to go in terms of the sustainability of our democracy. What are your thoughts on this development in this moment?
Well, a very good evening to you, Iman. So this is quite important, as you have correctly said. So we have expected that this was going to happen. Remember, at the weekend, the spokesperson of the president did indicate that the president is seriously considering taking this on review. And then, of course, we were just waiting for that eventuality, and then it has just happened. And then we understand that the president has decided to go directly to the Constitutional Court. In fact, in his application, he is basically saying, that is his application for direct access. He is basically saying, in the event this court were to conclude that it does not have exclusive jurisdiction as submitted above, I submit that direct access ought to be granted to this court on the grounds that, for example, this section, Iman, which obviously has allowed all of this, allows a litigant to approach this court directly, but only when it is in the interest of justice, and there are exceptional circumstances. The matter in question must be of public importance, and there would be prejudice to the public interest, the ends of justice or good governance. So basically, those are some of the kind of the approach that the president is approaching this court. I mean, he continues basically saying the impeachment of a sitting president is a matter of great constitutional significance. The president is the head of state and head of national executive. So of the several offices that the Constitution creates, it is the President alone that it places a direct duty to uphold, defend, and respect the Constitution. So that is basically some of the grounds, really, that the President has decided to file this and file it at the Constitutional Court.
I mean, not only is he the head of state, he's the head of government as well. What for you, Mzwandile, is interesting about the timing? Theoretically, it is the 11th hour. It's 1 minute to midnight that the president is making this decision. One presumes, given the developments in Nasrec that we've just heard from our reporter, Samkelo Maseko, that this would have buoyed him and nudged him in this direction.
Absolutely, Iman. Remember, he's been mulling over this, I think, the entire weekend. And when the report first came, you remember the next day, the president was to address the nation and presumably to hand in his resignation because he felt that obviously he couldn't continue under those circumstances. But upon consultation and looking at various aspects, and in fact going through the report itself, so they discovered that actually there was a number of areas that were challengeable. So that is the route then that he has decided to take. But of course, his party, the ANC, also, which has just concluded, or rather is meeting now, so was to reflect on this, and then we'll get a sense really of what exactly they will do in terms of taking this matter to Parliament. Remember, tomorrow the Parliament will have to decide this and debate this, and obviously adopt or reject. So, yeah, it's quite interesting and very significant.
Just a final one. Of course, we're going to test this in our program with constitutional law experts, but what is the effect on the parliamentary process in your understanding?
Well, in my limited understanding, when I just had a quick chat with some of the legal people, so it would appear that once this matter goes to court, and then I'm not sure if the parliamentary process can still continue. But remember, he is seeking a direct access, and it is not yet granted. So I am not sure about the status of it in relation to whether the process should continue in Parliament. Remember, this is ordinarily the ConCourt is not the first instance in these matters. So that is why you seek the direct access. So before you even approach the court, you first say, can I be allowed? So then the court decides based on whether it allows you. So I am really not sure in this instance, and I'm sure our constitutional experts will be able to assist us, because this matter has been taken directly to court, to ConCourt.
Mzwandile Mbeje, thank you very much. We'll be watching this closely with you as well.